While the world was dazzled by the likes of Tesla and the bold innovations of BYD, every headline, every analyst, every podcast kept asking the same question: who will dominate the EV future, Tesla or BYD? But far from the noise, deep in the icy corners of Russia, something unexpected was taking shape. Quietly. No massive PR campaigns, no flashy unveilings, just sheer determined engineering. And from this silence emerged a shockwave, the Moskvich 3E. This is Russia, a nation often stereotyped for its aging auto brands like Lada, a country many believed had no place in the modern EV race. But that belief was shattered when Moskvich stepped in and reminded the world, the real game changers don't talk, they build. Before we dive into what makes the Moskvich 3E such a threat to EV giants, hit that subscribe button to stay ahead with tech stories the mainstream often misses. Back in the final stretch of 2022, while the world debated Tesla's glitchy autopilot and BYD plastered cities with battery innovation ads, Moskvich made a move no one expected. They revived an old Renault plant and set out to build an EV, not for hype, but for the people. Affordable, tough, dependable. That's how the Moskvich 3E was born, an electric SUV with Russian DNA, rugged, practical, and made for real roads. With battery options of 55 kilowatt-hours and 66 kilowatt-hours, this beast promises a range of 400 to 500 kilometers on a single charge, a bold statement in a world where EVs are still seen as city-bound machines. The Moskvich 3E looks the part too: aggressive headlights, a wide stance, and styling that stands up to Europe's best. No pointless features, no expensive tech just for show, just raw, real-world performance. So what makes it a market shaker? First, the balance of price and range. While models like Tesla's Model 3 and BYD's Dolphin demand premium prices yet still face range anxiety, the Moskvich 3 delivers what matters: dependable distance without draining your bank account. It tells every buyer, you don't need to be rich to go far. Second, its simplicity and strength. In an age where EVs are overloaded with unnecessary gadgets and gimmicks, Moskvich focus on the basics: a reliable motor system, durable battery pack, and a clean, no-nonsense interior. No showboating, just reliability that holds up over time. Third, it's built with Russian resilience to the world's toughest roads and coldest climates. Whether it's ice-covered highways, brutal winters, or rugged backcountry, the Moskvich 3E is made to endure. This isn't just a vehicle, it's a survival tool on wheels. And then there's speed of production. While most EV giants rely on billion-dollar labs and slow rollouts, Moskvich quietly ramped up production, without the media circus. They proved you don't need Silicon Valley budgets or Shanghai tech parks to create an electric revolution. Sometimes, revolution starts in the snow. Now the alarm bells are ringing loudly for Tesla and BYD. Until now, every company that tried to challenge Tesla fell short. They either overpromised, overspent, or simply couldn't survive the competition. BYD, to its credit, shook the industry with its Blade battery, setting new standards. But even then, their prices still pushed beyond what many can afford. That's where Moskvich swooped in from left field. The 3 directly targets what matters most: price, performance, reliability. While Tesla bets big on expensive self-driving software and futuristic interiors, and BYD continues to focus on cutting-edge battery chemistry, Moskvich is asking a simpler, more grounded question: what does the everyday driver need? And then giving it to them, without the fuss. Moskvich doesn't speak in flashy presentations or buzzwords. Its message is clear: if you want strength, reliability, and affordability, I'm here. Yes, BYD's batteries may charge faster, Tesla's tech may be smarter, but the Moskvich 3 offers a balance that hits a sweet spot both giants overlooked. Now, for the first time in years, everyday drivers around the world have an EV option that delivers premium range and toughness, without the premium price tag. And that's why the experts aren't just noticing, they are sounding the alarm. Because the Moskvich 3 isn't just another EV. It's a wake-up call for the entire electric vehicle industry that Tesla and BYD can no longer ignore. If they don't act soon, they'll have no choice but to defend their dominance in new ways. Because what was once a dream for many is now a rugged, affordable Russian reality. The Moskvich 3 isn't just another EV. It's a quiet revolution in motion. Its power lies not in loud marketing or exaggerated promises, but in one profound principle: simplicity with purpose. While the world raced ahead with ideas like hyperloops, autonomous driving, and Starlink tech, a modest Russian automaker asked the most critical question: what does the average person truly need in a car? The answer wasn't futuristic. It was practical. People need a reliable vehicle they can count on, one that works in blistering heat, bone-chilling snow, heavy traffic, or uneven terrain. They need something affordable to buy and maintain. They need strength, not show. And that's exactly what the Mosrich 3E delivers. With zero hype and full focus on essentials, the Mosrich 3E is purpose-built for performance. It offers two battery options, 55 kilowatt-hours and 66 kilowatt-hours, delivering an impressive real-world range of 400 to 500 kilometers. While other brands still brag about hitting 300 kilometers, Mosrich quietly exceeded that milestone. Fast charging support lets it power up to 80% in just 30 minutes, no long waits during road trips. Its 193 horsepower electric motor provides instant torque, launching from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 8 seconds. Far from sluggish, this SUV rivals its pricier European competitors in both power and performance. And then there's a design, muscular, modern, and bold. High ground clearance, a commanding SUV stance, and sharp styling ensure it doesn't just perform like a premium vehicle. It looks like one too. But it's not about glamour, it's about presence and durability. It's built to endure, not impress. On the safety front, the Mosrich 3E holds its ground with essential features: ABS, EBD, traction control, and multiple airbags. It's a car built for real-world conditions, not just showroom appeal. What truly sets the Mosrich 3E apart, though, is its shift in philosophy. This is an EV made not to show off wealth, but to serve everyday needs. While Tesla and BYD offer sleek, tech-filled machines at luxury prices, Mosrich has reminded the world of something fundamental. People want a car they can trust, not one that dazzles and disappears. It doesn't promise magic, it delivers value. The Mosrich 3E is a turning point, a high-performing EV at a low price, a masterclass in simplicity, strength, and purpose. It's a quiet disruptor, but one that's making a loud impact. Today, the EV industry stands at a crossroads. Two very different roads stretch out, one toward elite, expensive EVs packed with features only a few can afford, and another toward mass-market models that too often miss the mark, either by cutting corners on quality or hiking prices with no real value added. But the Mosrich 3E has redrawn the map. It offers a rare balance, solid build, sleek design, and reliable performance, all at a price point the average buyer can consider. This car has a potential to completely reshape EV markets across India, Africa, Latin America, and Eastern Europe, regions where demand is rising but affordability is crucial. And here's where things get serious. While Tesla's base models go for 40 to 50 Indian rupees lakhs and BYD's midsize EVs start above 30 Indian rupees lakhs, the Mosrich 3 brings you a rugged, 400-plus kilometer range electric SUV for around 20 Indian rupees lakhs. That's a deal hard to overlook. When an average consumer is offered a choice between a flashy luxury car that strains a budget and a well-built, reliable EV that fits their needs, the answer becomes clear. The Mosrich 3E isn't just competing. It's leading a quiet revolution that might just force the biggest players to rethink everything. When buyers are faced with a choice, either spend a fortune on a premium EV or get a rugged, long-range electric vehicle at nearly half the cost, will they still flock to the big-name brands? Most likely not. And that's the real threat looming ahead. This marks a significant turning point in the electric vehicle industry. Tesla and BYD can no longer compete solely through cutting-edge technology or flashy branding. They must now reckon with a rising demand for practical, affordable value. In this new landscape, flashy features don't win hearts, functionality and fairness do. The Mosrich 3 has tapped into this core customer psychology with surgical precision. That's why, despite minimal fanfare, it's becoming a quiet storm in the EV world. Years from now, when the history of electric mobility is revisited, the Mosrich 3 may be remembered as a catalyst for a new era, one defined by durable, accessible, and dependable EVs. But the Mosrich 3 is more than a vehicle, it's a declaration. A subtle yet powerful statement from Russia that, despite global skepticism, it's reclaiming its place in the race for innovation. There were no flashy unveilings, no media spectacles. While other nations showcased sleek prototypes and futuristic promises, Russia worked in silence, reviving old factories, reinventing utility. The result? A car that delivers where it matters most. Just as the Kalashnikov once became an enduring symbol of reliability in warfare, the Moskvich 3 carries that same legacy into the automotive world, tough, trustworthy, and tested in extremes. Not built to impress, but to endure. In the aftermath of the Ukraine conflict, as sanctions mounted and global firms pulled out, many believed Russia's industrial future would collapse. Instead, Russia turned that pressure into resolve. The Moskvich 3E is a product of that resilience. It proves that true technological power isn't always imported. It can come from within, forged through necessity, grit, and national determination. Its entry into the EV market is quiet but decisive. The message? Never underestimate the underdog. A country capable of building something bold under pressure is capable of reshaping the future. The Moskvich 3E is more than a car. It's Russia's challenge to the status quo, signaling that the future of electric vehicles will no longer be decided by just a few Western tech giants. This is now a multipolar race, and Russia has entered it on its own terms. This isn't just a product launch. It's the birth of a new mindset, a mindset that believes sturdy, affordable, and reliable EVs should be available to everyone, and countries like Russia are ready to lead that movement. Global analysts are already taking notice. No longer can they overlook what the Moskvich 3 represents. It's not just transforming Russia's EV outlook. It's reminding the world that innovation isn't the monopoly of any single nation. True pioneers are those who create against the odds. And the Moskvich 3 is a defiant breakthrough. When future historians write about the global EV revolution, they won't forget the moment when, amid international isolation and intense scrutiny, Russia unveiled a car that didn't just respond to the market, it redirected it. Today, the global EV battlefield is evolving rapidly. Tesla still stands as a flagship name, especially across the US and Europe. Elon Musk's company redefined electric mobility, turning Tesla into a tech icon. Its Model 3 and Model Y helped secure its title as the world's largest EV manufacturer, though its dominance remains strongest in the premium segment. Meanwhile, BYD has surged ahead in China and is rapidly expanding across Asia, Europe, and South America. It dominates the budget and mid-range markets, offering well-rounded EVs at competitive prices. Other players, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, have entered the race too, with mixed success. Hyundai and Kia are carving out space with affordable options, while Volkswagen leans heavily on its ID series to build momentum in Europe. Chinese challengers like NIO, Xpeng, and Geely are expanding globally but remain in earlier stages of their international journeys. And now, into this competitive arena steps the Moskvich 3E, not with noise, but with purpose. If Russia can navigate its international rollout strategically, this single vehicle could disrupt the entire affordable EV segment. As the global market matures, consumers are demanding more than brand prestige. They want honest value, cars that deliver real performance, durability, and practicality without breaking the bank. Tesla and BYD still control significant territory in the EV war. But if emerging players like Moskvich make smart, timely moves, the very face of the industry could be reshaped in the years ahead. The Moskvich 3E is a signal flare, marking the start of a new EV era where function beats flash and where underdogs are ready to rise.